Afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for the latest in our Wednesday Facebook Live videos. It is a bit wet and soggy here today, a bit miserable, but we will persevere as ever. Today we are going to be continuing with our alphabety theme. We are up to the letter J, and as I said last week, J was a bit difficult to think of for what we were going to do. We ended up on the job. J is for the job. So basically we'll talk about zookeeping as a profession, and try and answer any questions you've got about the profession. Hi Tim, hi Sue, good to see you watching today. Hope you're all doing okay. I wish, Matt, I wish. Today I think maybe the best way we could do this is probably more Q&A based. If you guys are able to think of any questions about zookeeping and things like that you've always wanted to know, feel free to send them in and I will do my best to answer them. Otherwise we will just go for a bit of a wander around, and we'll talk about a couple of bits as well. Hi Mary, hope you're okay. Hope you're doing alright. Starting with your favourites. I'm glad you had a nice visit, Sue. We've been quite lucky for weather recently, apart from today. I'm glad you had a good visit. Hopefully you managed to see everyone that you wanted to see. They can play up sometimes, bless them, but hopefully you were lucky to see everybody. Right then, guys. So I'll kind of just start off zookeeping wise. So as a profession, zookeeping is a very kind of sought after profession. A lot of people, there's always a lot of demand for jobs and things like that. It's there's definitely not enough jobs to go around for the number of people that want to. Sorry, that's a rubbish view. That want to be a zookeeper and things like that. It is quite a physical job, obviously, but it's not just kind of the physical side. The mental side can be tough as well. Obviously you form bonds with animals and things like that, and when things aren't going right, when you've got poorly animals, or sadly, when you lose animals, it's tricky. And like I say, the physical side is what it is. You do have to kind of be physically fit to do this job as well. Lots of heavy lifting and things like that. See our chickens here. Sorry, just coming back to some of your comments, guys. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for your comments. That's lovely. Oh, sorry, Sue. I know I'm hardly here at the moment. Thursdays and Fridays I'm avoiding at the moment. Just trying to get my annual leave in. So yeah, apologies that I wasn't in. Right then, Nikki. So qualification-wise, to be a zookeeper, the majority of zoo jobs, they ask for an animal-related qualification, and then depending on the place, it does depend on what they kind of want. Certain collections will say you have to have up to kind of degree level or equivalent. Others will just say animal qualification. It really depends on the collection that's advertising the job. A lot of collections do also ask for what's known as the DUMSA, the Diploma in the Management of Zoo and Aquarium Animals, but that's not that's not completely necessary. For example, I don't have it, so it's not completely necessary. But the majority of places do ask for animal related qualification. Sometimes, as I say, they sometimes ask for up to a certain level, degree level or equivalent, or maybe level 3 or equivalent. I'm not 100% sure. But having any animal related qualification is going to help you more than more than not having one. And a lot of the time, experience goes a long way as well. So if you've got a lot of experience working with animals, then yeah, that can sometimes actually trump the qualifications. So yeah, it does depend. It does depend on the collection and your own kind of qualifications and experience levels and things like that. So yeah, hopefully that answers that for you. Volunteering, Tim, we don't actually require any qualifications to be a volunteer. Yeah, it is basically you for volunteering here. If you come in and have an interview and you kind of pass the interview, you're okay. So yeah, for volunteering you don't need any qualifications. And yeah, as you say, Tim, yeah, it's very difficult to try to not get emotionally attached to animals as you work with them. It is very difficult. When you work so closely with animals, you kind of do get attached. So yeah, no, it is tricky, very tricky. Capybara here. We have one sensible one undercover. One sat out by the pool in the rain. The other one I assume is indoors as well. Yeah, Jason, yeah. Terry came over, I had to say hello. What else am I going to do? Got to say hello to him. He'll sulk otherwise. Yeah, Tim, like I say, animal qualifications in general will help you out more than not having them. So yeah, level 2 MVQ would definitely put you on the right track. Right, we will wander around this way and try and find some animals that actually we'll head up the middle. Try and find some animals that aren't sheltering from the rain. And cleaning work going on inside their enclosure, so watching through the window or the spider monkeys, bless them. I do like watching what's going on while there's people in their enclosure. Bless him. Rosie, that looks very awkward. So like I say, it is a physically demanding, mentally demanding job sometimes. But you know, the positives always outweigh the negatives, really. There are a lot more ups than downs, which is always the main thing. So I think actually I'll kind of talk you through a normal day for me, just so you get an idea of what a normal day would kind of constitute. But obviously this will depend on individual keepers and then collections and what animals they work with and things like that. But I can kind of guide you on what I do on a day-to-day basis. My section, for want of a better way of putting it, is called the carnivore section. So I look after the cats on site, binturong otters, red pandas. Then I also have our lemurs, our squirrel monkeys as well. First job of the day is to come in, check all the animals, make sure everyone's okay and where they should be. That's a fairly important start to the day. And then once that's done, generally it's cracking on with the food prep for the day. So my food prep takes about an hour for me to do. something like that. So that's obviously preparing all the meat for the carnivorous animals, chopping up the fruit and veg for the primates on the section as well. And then yeah, once all that's done, we start on the general kind of cleans of the enclosures. So that's going around each enclosure, you know, doing a poo pick and taking out any old food, changing water, so fresh bowls, fresh water every day. Oh, one of the otters is out. Was until disappeared. So look at the bin time while we're out. Yeah, so fresh food, fresh water every day, spot clean, clean windows every day, and then each enclosure's got its own little extra bits as well, you know, sweeping out corridors, sweeping out concrete areas and things like that, disinfection, changing foot baths and all that kind of thing. So so yeah, there's a general routine to it all. And then yeah, once all the cleans and things are done for the day, then we generally have another round of feeds in the afternoon, which we try to do, and then hopefully you have a bit of extra time at the end of the day to get some extra bits done, whether that be changing mulch in the enclosure, changing bedding, you know, aesthetic stuff like painting or anything like that. You know, there's plenty of extras that can be done. And then last thing, you like you do at the start of the day, just go around checking everyone, making sure everyone's okay, and where they should be before you leave for the night. And that is a pretty whistle-stop tour of like an average day. See George here. George being sensible under his heat lamp today, bless him. Sorry, come back to some of your questions, guys. So I've been here for about 7.5 years now. And yeah, every time we get breeding success, it's, you know, they're the best times. You know, we've done well with our red pandas while I've been here. Bush dogs, since they've come in, have done really well. Ring-tailed lemurs. Fingers crossed for other little ones in the future, but yeah, the birds are definitely the main positives. Oh, thank you, Mary. Very kind comment. So hours-wise, we actually do a normal inverted commas 8-hour day really. So in the winter we work 8 till 4. Summer 9 to 5, just because of light levels and things like that. So it's not too bad really. I know other collections you do longer hours. See the Cotton-top tamarins here. Other collections do longer hours, but we are on an 8-hour shift. Oh, thank you, Tim. Very lovely comments again. Yeah, you can see our group of cotton-tops have very definitely settled into their nice new home. It's not particularly new. It is weather for ducks. You can see these two mallards that are having a wander. Nice to see a bit of wildlife on site as well. Oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you for those comments. We try our best. So it is, other than kind of the obvious things that we do, there are other aspects to the job, obviously stuff like this very video, you know, the kind of education side of things, so things like this video, when we stop and have a chat with public and things like that, when answering the questions and such things like that. You know, that's also an important part of of the job, getting the message out there of animal conservation and things like that, both in captivity, what we do here, and also out in the wild as well. It is really, really important to get that out there. And then there's other aspects of animal management that sometimes you don't think of. Record keeping is very important. We keep a daily diary, and then input all of the information we need onto an online database. And then there's also things like adjusting diets and things like that is obviously important as science changes, as times change. You realise certain things aren't being done as they probably should be, and so you've got to adjust with the times as well. It's an ever-moving science, really. Animal keeping, it never stands still. A good example of that is the standards that we have to hit to get our zoo license and maintain our zoo license. They are currently probably going to be updated, so we have to we have to move with the times in that respect as well. Things do change, and we have to be able to manage that and manage with that. I'm glad your daughter's enjoying her placement, Anna. Hopefully she's getting everything out of it that she wants to. So as the park has featured on local news, can't really remember the last time we did. No, I can't remember off the top of my head the last time we'll go down towards the lemurs actually. I know we've walked down here already, but we will again. I can't remember the last time we did, but while I've been here, we've had a couple of stories. So breeding successes. We've also had obviously the negative side. For example, when we had the fire here in the old spider monkey enclosure, and even things like when was it the World Indoor Athletics Championships were in Birmingham a few years ago? I think it was the indoors. The mascot was a red panda, so that was kind of launched here, and that was on local news as well. So a range of things that the park has been on newsworthy wise. Right, guys, I've rambled on for a little while, so feel free to send in any last minute questions you might have. Lemurs are all up top, so we will wander this way. We'll pop into the Loris house actually, see if we can see the Loris. We haven't been in there for a while. Yeah, it is a bit wet today, Phil. It's not too bad at the moment. I think it's supposed to get a bit heavier later on, so hopefully it holds off a little bit, at least until we finish. That would be nice. The squirrel monkeys are cheeky, bless them. Yeah, our three boys are little darlings, bless them. Yeah, we've just got our slender Loris here, both asleep. And can't see the pygmies. Pygmy slow Loris next door. So I'll keep on these guys. I'm actually going to finish off in the nocturnal house, I think. See if we can see some sloths. That would be a good one. I'm not walking all the way over to Pete, Tiff. Not now. Not in this weather. Although next week is obviously the letter K, so I think you can probably work out who we're going to see next week. Potter are quite active. Our pair of Potter having a wander around. No worries, Lorraine. No, we still enjoy doing them. So I think it is here to stay for now. Sloth-wise, Phil, we have, what is it, 4 sloths? I lose track, I think it's 4. There's 2 of them in the basket there who you can't really see. I don't know if you can just see the top of the head there. There's another sloth. That kind of bump there is a sloth face, but it's a little bit too dark. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 4 in here now. The 2 adults, the youngster they had a few years ago, and then their latest youngster. But like I say, I lose track. I don't work with these guys very often, so I do lose track. An armadillo wandering around on the floor as well. Yes, Tim, so as we're part of BIASA and EASA, the cloud raptors come over to say hello. Unfortunately, it's a bit dark there. As we're members of BIASA and EASA, we work with all the other members of these institutions to, as part of breeding programs, moving animals and things like that, and sharing husbandry knowledge and things like that as well. So yeah. We do work quite well with other collections and things like that. You know, the global zoo community really is very tight knit. Everyone kind of works together for the greater good of the species. I believe Midnight's still there, Phil. I think she's he. I can't even remember. They are the oldest, the older youngster that's in there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she is still here. All right then, guys. We will actually whiz around and finish off where we started. I think with the porcupines and the meerkats. But as ever, thanks for tuning in. I hope I've been able to teach you something you didn't know about zookeeping as a profession. Yeah, and hopefully I've been able to answer any questions you may have had. And yeah, like I say, next week, letter K, much easier to come up with something for the letter K. Spoilers, it will be Komodo dragon. So yeah, next week we'll see Pete and we'll have a look. We'll have a chat about him. No worries, Ina. Hope you've enjoyed. Meerkats come to say hello again. So yes, like I say, next week we will be live with Pete the Komodo dragon. Same time, same place as ever. And yeah, we will see you then. Cheers for tuning in, everybody. Thank you.